Hello everybody and welcome back to Letton Farm, the survival roleplay series on Farming Simulator 17. So first things first, what I need to do is basically show you this house just here. This is a house we're about to rent. It's going to cost us £700 per month, which is charged every 7 episodes from the episode it starts from, which is obviously today. So yeah, 7 episodes from today will be charged under £700. But yes, basically I saw the neighbour over here and they looked incredibly jealous. Do you know why? Because we turned up with this, our vehicle. You see, they have some fancy sports car or something. But no, we have this. We have this thing, and I could tell by looking at them that they were jealous. They just were. Anyway, yeah, here we are. £700, which we're going to spend to live here. I would show you inside, but unfortunately I haven't sorted everything out yet, so yes, we're going to have to go and start work. It is 8:23 in the morning. We're now feeling fairly poor. We have £395 left, and we're actually going to have to spend some more of that as well on some food from Dennis's pub shop. We do still have an apple, a very juicy apple from yesterday. Hopefully it's still fresh. But yeah, I'm just going to go and pick up probably a sandwich and an orange today, I would have thought. So yeah, let's go and speak to Dennis. Okay, so yeah, the orange and the sandwich, $3.75. Orange, we should probably have a bottle of water as well. Okay, so $4.75 is what we're going to spend here. Okay, Dennis kept the change, so we have £390 left. So we need to really work quite hard today to get that back. Anyway, yeah, we've got plenty of stuff now in the backpack. We've got a wide range of different things. Apple, orange, sandwich, and some water. So that should keep us going for today. We're actually feeling okay at the moment, so I don't think we need to eat or drink anything at this stage. But yeah, I think that Peter is going to have some work for us down here. Yesterday, we of course did the mowing in a fairly small field. So I'm assuming that today he's going to want us to do some tedding, windrowing, maybe some baling. We'll have to see. But yeah, without speaking to Peter, we're not actually going to know. So let's just pull over. Oh, and he was very good as well. He let us take the mower off in his shed over here. He said I can store it here for no extra charge. Oh, some tractors. First time I've seen any tractors in his yard. Yeah, he let me put it in here. But yeah, when I put that in there, there was no other equipment here, so somebody's brought it. Oh, it's all kitted out, look. Trailer, windrower, tedder, and something behind there, baler by the look of it. And 2 tractors, but not the tractor that we drove a few days ago. So I don't know where that could be. Let's go and speak to Peter, we'll find out. Not that we should really question him. Today is the big day. We've got to do some hay baling, but of course before we can do that you have to turn it and windrow it. So what I'd like you to do please is go over to the Massey Ferguson tractor, detach the baler and then put the tedder on that tractor and then turn the grass over in the field. Okay, well yep, that makes sense. I suppose yeah, the baler is currently on the tractor with the smaller engine. I'm fairly sure this tractor, what is it, a 5610? Yeah, that is around, if I'm not mistaken, around 110 horsepower, I think. And what's this? 140. So I'm guessing, yeah, 140 horsepower. Yeah, the baler should really be on here. They're the wrong way round. The tedder should be on that tractor and the baler should be on this one. At least Peter noticed. Anyway, yes, I'll just go and see if there's anything else he wants us to do. You also mentioned that the tractors weren't here last night when you left. The reason for this is because in the night time my other workers brought them across from my other farm and they also just brought them on any tractor, hence the reason why the tedder is on the New Holland and the baler is on the Massey Ferguson. Okay, right, that makes perfect sense. So yes, we're going to have to get that swapped over. I'll put my tractor away first. I could try and do some tedding with this, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. And he doesn't seem to have an old tedder around here. No, I don't think he does. But who's to say? He said he has another yard, so he must have another farm somewhere, I assume. Or he said he had another farm. with other workers. We've never really discussed other workers with him. I've never seen anybody else around here, so I just thought it was him on his own, but it must be a larger farm than it appears. Okay, so yeah, let's just jump into this tractor over here first. We're picking up the eggs for him too. That's good. Very nice new equipment. Detach the baler, and we'll put this tractor over to one side. It is the tractor we're using first of all, but yeah, it's not going to be the one that does the baling. Okay, New Holland. Luckily, we are quite experienced with driving these tractors, so we do know how to operate them. I might as well put this on the baler. He didn't say to, but there's no other tractor here, so this would be the obvious one to use on here. Right. So back into the 5610. Yeah, he does. He has some very new equipment. I suppose the baler isn't that new. Neither is the trailer, but the tedder and the windrower and the tractors, they look really new. I'm not sure exactly of the age, but must be only a couple of years. Do we have... I think we have some tines on the front. Yeah, we don't want to spike any traffic, any cars with this. Okay, so yes, we cut this field yesterday. It's already time to turn it over, and he wants us to also hopefully row it up, bale it and move the bales away within today. So that is quite a job, although it isn't a very big field, so it shouldn't be too demanding. Right, off we go. Yes, this is the first time we've properly used new equipment, because before this we were using our tractor. We did use one of his larger Massey Fergusons the day before that, but yeah, it looks like today we're going to be pretty much only on this Massey Ferguson and the New Holland Tractor. I didn't even know he had New Holland Tractors. He has at least 3, because like I mentioned before, we did have the bigger Massey Ferguson which we drove, in fact in that field just there, the oilseed rape field, which looks very good. But then, yeah, he seems to have this drop-nose Massey Ferguson and the New Holland as well. That's working alright. So we'll keep at it, and we will work very hard here. £2,500 for all this. Seems very reasonable. But we are doing it on our own, so I don't know why his other workers aren't helping. It is just us. Maybe he feels that this isn't really a big enough job for a number of people. One person can do it on their own. Which is true, we can do. It isn't a problem. And I suppose very soon he's going to want something doing in field number 4, which is the field which we went in a few days ago, the oilseed rape field. I would say that is good enough. The only thing is, this is going to need a bit of time just to dry out, because it's not going to be ready straight away, although it does look to be, it does look pretty good. And it hasn't rained for a while, so I'll just go and clear it with Peter to see exactly what he wants us to do here. He did say that he wants everything doing today, so yeah, as for how long we wait between tedding it and baling it, I don't know, but it's such a hot day, I think it's about 30 degrees, that it's going to be dry in no time. That's 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so before we take it off, I will just go and make sure he's happy for us just to wait a bit. If you can wait just a couple of hours between tedding and windrowing, that would be great. We've had such a dry and hot spell here in the UK that it's very dry anyway, so it should be fine after the 2 hours. Okay, right, so in that case then, let's put this away and we will, well, spend 2 hours doing something. Yeah, so about 20 past 2 he wants us to continue. And we've still got to do baling and clearing as well today. Well, we'll see how we go. We've obviously been paid a lot of money to do this, so we can't really let him down. That would be very bad. I'll put that there. In fact, I'll just use my initiative a bit and we'll try and organise what we need next. So, the new Holland is going to be baling. We could put this onto the windrower. And then I assume we'll be using this tractor and that trailer to clear the bales. Again, I don't know how many bales there's going to be. And actually, I don't know where I don't have a clue where he wants the bales putting as well. That is something I do need to make sure I know. Otherwise, he's going to want us to move them again if they're in the wrong place. But we can get this all set up. In fact, if I can take this around the front, that would be good. Or just down the side here. Should be right just here. Okay, put the front loaders down. And yes, I'll have a look myself first. That's a silage pit, which I'm guessing he's going to do silage in. I don't actually know if he has any land for silage. I wonder if he wants them in here. He might want them over here. That seems a good place. We've got the cows over here as well. Although I don't think he currently has any cows in this field. He could be at another yard. But yeah, that looks like a good place. We're just going to make sure that he knows where we're going to put it. In fact, we'll tell him first. I'll suggest that barn to him and see if he likes the idea. Yes, if you mean the green cladded barn, then yes, that would be fantastic. It's next to the cows. Yep, that is definitely the one we're talking about. So yeah, we know where to put the bales. We just have to wait another quite a while actually. Where should we sit? We need to just take a break. We could just get to know the farm a bit, or our tractor, which is looking a little bit dirty. Okay, well we'll just take a rest. We deserve a break anyway, so 20 past 2, or thereabouts, quarter past 2 maybe, we'll get cracking. Actually, this is quite a good thing to point out. We have the storage pit and silos just here. So if he ever does ask us to put anything in here, then we know exactly where they are. Likewise, though, if he does ask us to take anything away, then we could come here as well. We know exactly where to go. As for the land up there, no progress at this stage, because it doesn't even appear to be for sale, and we still don't know who owns it. But it is my ambition and my goal to do something with this place if it becomes for sale, or if the person who is currently owning it wants to sell it. I'm assuming that only Peter would know. In fact, Peter might even own it himself. We don't even know that. He could be the owner. But yeah, when we have some money available, like £8,000 or something, we'll mention it to him, see if it is his. If it isn't, we'll try and find out who it is, and if they would like to sell it. Chances are they don't, because otherwise it would be on the market. But you just never know. They could just be, whoever it is could just be holding on to it for no particular reason. And if somebody offered them a good price, they might just say, yeah, we'll definitely think about it. Or yes, you can definitely buy it, which would be better. The trees we would probably fell. It would open up the countryside a bit, but we could certainly do something with them. Something good. We could even replant them, actually. Anyway, yeah, still waiting. Still waiting. It's 12 minutes past 2. I think we'll make a start. We don't have to do it to the minute. So we might as well just go. Do some windrowing. Otherwise, I can't see ourselves finishing this job today. And we really do need to finish it. Let's just tilt that up. Quiet road. It's usually really busy. Okay, so let's just start to unfold it. think, looking at this field, if we just keep going round the outside until we get to the centre, that will be the best approach. This corner here is quite tight, so actually, if I back into this corner, we'll start from here. And yeah, just keep going until we finish. We could even bring the baler through that gap. Good starting point. Okay, off we go. Let's hope it's good grass, so we can produce many bales. This corner's quite tight as well. It's always a concern, because when you bring the baler in, obviously you need to turn quite tight with that as well. This thing steers, the windrower steers. Our trees are growing. Look at those trees, they're definitely growing. Again, I don't actually know what he wants to do with them. I have no idea what his intention is. But they look good. That's the most important thing. Missing bits, we need to do a good job for him. Now that I've used this windrower in this field, it appears to be quite big really. So I'm assuming again that his other land, his other fields that he works on somewhere else, are pretty big. I should think that this is one of his smallest fields. Really, we could have done with a single row windrower, but not to worry, we have done it, and really, that is a much more luxurious thing to use, I suppose, than a single row. Or a single, what are they called? What's each one called? Rake? Is it a rake? Each side? I'm not sure. But you know what I mean. This is a double. You can get single. And you can get many more above that as well, actually. Okay, so we're going to take a break before we get the baler out, because we do need to have a drink and something to eat. So I think what we'll do is we'll just sit down over here, have a drink of water, and we'll eat the sandwich as well before it gets too warm. It's absolutely roasting. And yeah, we'll reverse this into here, I think. I don't want to block the trailer. In fact, we'll attach the tractor to the trailer next. Come on, hens. Out from under the wheel. That should do. Drop it off. It's 4 o'clock. And we'll attach to this trailer, which isn't going to be required for a while. Right, so yeah, have a drink, and we will eat our sandwich. Very tasty sandwich. And yeah, just take 5 minutes, I think. But no, I like it. Very nice tractor. Now we're going to experience the new Holland Tractor just here, with the Massey Ferguson 5 baler. Looks good. Let's see how it performs. So many chickens that you could potentially run over. Really don't want to squash a chicken. There's always a car just before you want to turn. Just got to wait. Right, so we said we were going to go through here. Seems like a good starting point. Have to unfold it. And yeah, let's go. See how many bales we can produce. Now it looks to be filling up really quickly. So obviously we don't really benefit from the amount of bales, but the more we can get, the better. Because then wherever these are going to, it will make it more productive, whether it's cows or sheep or something, I don't know. We just do the work and get paid for it. Yeah, it's a nice, very nice setup. It makes a change from our 135. I love the 135, but when you come and drive this massive machinery, obviously you can see that the capabilities of this are much bigger. You can do much more, but then both are really nice to use. It was great fun. I absolutely loved cutting this field with that finger bar mower, or a sickle mower. So many different names for it. But yes, I think when it comes to the baling, this tractor and baler would be better. Not that we even have an old baler, we don't have anything else, we just have the mower. Oh, that is typical. Right, let's get this field finished and then it'll be time to clear them up. We so far, I think, have produced 2. I think that is everything. Oh, there's a bit of here. We don't want to miss anything at all because it's not the biggest of fields anyway. Right. Okay, so we'll just drop off these bales just here. I think there's 2. Keep a bit of space between them. We'll fold it up and we'll see exactly how many we've made. Now we don't actually have any kind of bale counter. So we're going to have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. But there may be another one which I've missed. If there's one behind a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think there's 7. So 6 o'clock it is. Let's go back to the farm. We'll bring back the last machine, which is the Massey Ferguson with the trailer. And yep, that did a really good job. I think I put the pickup up. There we go. He is hopefully going to be very impressed. And tomorrow, I suppose, he could have different machinery. It just depends what he's got planned for the day, I suppose. He seems to have workers that take things away and bring things when they're required here. So he's just managing the farm from in his house, I suppose. I've never seen him drive. He must have a vehicle though. Right. So off we go. The Massey Ferguson with the Massey Ferguson trailer. We should fit everything on here. If there's only 7, that should be alright. I wouldn't have thought this would have a capacity less than 7. No, that's fine. So we're going to have to drop it off somewhere central. That should do, about here. And we can start loading. Now how should we do this? Should we do stacks of 2? It doesn't have to be stacked very high because we're not really trying to cram them on. And I don't want to make a big mess of this. So yeah, we'll do stacks of 2. Go in first person view. This could still be tricky. We're not the most skilled driver for doing bales, but it's just one of the things that we can do. We're just not incredibly experienced at it, but that's not what we tell Peter. We make it look like we're really good. And after today, I don't actually know what work he's got on. We might have to go and speak to another farmer. Should be alright. Yeah, so stacks of 2. These next 2 can sort of push those 2 across, hopefully. It's an unusual light. It's like really, really pink. Nice sunset. So if we put 2 at the back, and then another 2, that'd be 4. And then, yeah, basically it'd be 2 at the front and then 1 at the front, left and right. So it's actually the perfect size trailer for this job. Technically we're a bale short, but if there just isn't enough grass to bale, then we can't really magic a bale up. I wish we could, but we just can't. Okay, let's see if I can stack this. Hopefully we can do. The last thing I want to do as well is push the other bales over the side. Should be alright. Oh, it's very close. There we go. In fact, what I'll do is I'll jump out and we'll strap those now. Yeah, I can see the pink sky from the sunset. Okay, so the final 3, just over here. I really don't want to miss a bale, because it's surprising how easy it is to miss a bale. Especially if you haven't got a bale counter. I'm only guessing there's 7. Now there is going to be one single one anyway, so this can be the single one. We'll put that on the front. Maybe I should have put the bales on the front first, but it looks like a fairly stable trailer. And now for these 2. I think £2,500 for doing all this was super generous. Over the top, really. He probably won't be quite as generous next time. If there is a next time. Yeah, he hasn't mentioned any other work. It all sounds really good, like £2,500 for doing this one sort of contract, but if it all comes to an end and we have no more money coming in, it's going to be disastrous. After all, we're trying to earn enough money to actually buy some land and some machinery to start a little farm, but yeah, if that's not going to happen, it will be disappointing. Let's just put that on there. Hopefully they're on enough. Yeah, they seem to be. Okay. So that is the job completed once we have unloaded it. And what we're doing, 10 to 8. That's alright. I honestly did think that we wouldn't actually get this done today. So we're doing alright for time. I didn't actually look and see which entrance is the best for getting into the cow's yard. My guess is probably the one over here, but that means stopping here. Unless we want to block the road, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, if we go... I suppose, oh, there might be an entrance down there. Although, as we're here, we'll open this gate up and we'll go through here. I think it's quiet. There is a car coming in the distance. Oh, that is really bad timing. Quick. Okay, we're alright. That is alright. So now what we need to do is produce a very tidy stack It's not going to be a very big stack, but it does need to be tidy. And there isn't a great deal of space. If I put that there, we should be able to unload it fairly easily. Take all the straps off. And yep, we'll put it all in the shed. And there we have it. It is done. It's not a lot of bales. That is an entire field. However, it is obviously going to be useful for something. I'm not sure what. In fact, what we'll do is we're going to ask him. Well, ask him. It seems cheeky, but I'm just intrigued to know what he wants to do with so few bales, really. Obviously, we're not going to ask him the direct question of why did you pay us so much for doing that, but we might be able to get an idea by asking another question. It's quite tight in here. I can see why he uses such small trailers. Okay, right. To the farm, and we'll put it away. Hopefully it's not too late to go and knock at his door, actually. If he's in, we'll see if we can talk. His lights are on. Before we do put that away, though, I do need to make sure I've locked up the cow farm. There we go, good. Right, so I think, yeah, where it came from, that's the best place for it. Mind these chickens again. These chickens don't stop, they're out all night. There we go. And that's been great fun doing that. Now all we have to do is collect the money. Yeah, he's definitely in. Thank you once again for all of your efforts. I appreciate it. The reason why that field was baled was because that was my last decent crop of good grass worth baling for animals. The alternative would have been to buy it in due to the drought and lack of decent quality grass around. Well, that explains it. Lack of good grass, lack of bales, and it would have cost an absolute fortune to buy them in anyway. So I'm guessing that's why he paid so much to do it. And yeah, his other workers don't seem to be here, so they must be super busy somewhere else. Anyway, we're going to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.